Hi everyone. So I'm back with another set of questions for Power BI interview preparation. So before this video, in another video, we have shared or we have discussed important components of Power BI. Question number 2, what is grouping in Power BI? Question number 3, what is cross-filtering and cross-highlighting in Power BI? Question number 4, information required to create a map in Power BI. And question number 5, what is the programming language which we use or which is used in Power Query? So if you want to know the answer to these questions, please refer to that video. We are moving ahead with question number 6 to 10, another set of 5 questions. So the next question is Power BI free to use? Like if you want to buy a license to learn Power BI, you need this knowledge, right? So what we will do, guys, we are going ahead with a tutorial. Like I would be showing you a tutorial where we have discussed the different versions of Power BI. Let me explain that to you. So you need to go to our website edu4sure.com and you need to refer to this blog, right, or a tutorial where we have talked about the different versions which are available for Power BI. So earlier when Power BI was launched in 2015, it had 3 versions. Desktop version, which is free. It had Pro version, which is per user license. Like if I'm buying a license, that license would be for individual. And we had the third license, which is the capacity license, which is called premium license, which was for corporate, right? But what happened, like with time, people who are joining corporate want to learn the features of premium account, but they cannot buy this to learn Power BI, right? Before joining the corporate. So what Microsoft did, they have introduced premium license in per user capacity also, so that the person who was using Pro earlier with the lesser feature as compared to premium license can pay the double amount, which is $20 per user per month, and can learn all the features of this premium license before joining the corporate. And it was launched later on, not in 2015, it was launched later on, right? I think it was somewhere around 2020 April, right? So this is the 4th license it has, but it is started with 3. So the question was, is Power BI free to use? Yes. If you want to learn basic Power BI, I will say not basic, intermediate level of Power BI, you can use this desktop version, which is free of cost, and you can learn Power BI. And to understand more differences in these different licenses, you can refer to this blog thoroughly. We have mentioned a lot of differences in all the 3 licenses, and you can learn more, right? What is the next question we have? So moving to the next question, we have the next question, approximately how many data connectors we have in Power BI, right? So you should never quote a number whenever you are answering any question like this. So moving to Power BI practically, if you go to this get data here and you can click on more here, it is going to give you a pop-up like this, where you can see the list of sources, right? Like we cannot count them. And if we are counting them today, they're increasing every month. Whenever Power BI is coming up with a revision of the version, they're increasing, right? And you can see there are a lot of sources where you will find beta written. It means they are in testing phase. So as soon as this testing will complete, it is going to remove the beta and it will become a confirmed connector for you. So these are called certified connectors. As you can see, it has been written here. These sources have been bifurcated into categories also. Like some of the sources are files, some are databases, some are Microsoft Fabric, Power Platform is yours. So you can go category wise as well. If you click on all, it is going to show all the sources. So you can take a rough number in mind, like 60 plus, 70 plus, like that. Never mention a complete fixed number, like exact number 76, like that, because it keeps changing. So answer this question that way, right? What is the next question we have? So question number 8 is, what is Power Query? Power Query editor I'm talking about. So people who know Power BI and if they do not know Power Query editor, it's like half job done, right? Never do that. before analyzing the data, you have to clean and you have to transform that data, and you cannot skip Power Query Editor if you want to learn Power BI. So what is Power Query or Power Query Editor? Let me go back to Power BI. Okay. So now if you right click on the table and click on Edit Query, it takes you to Power Query Editor, right? This is the Power Query Editor we have. So Power Query Editor is the ETL of Power BI. ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. So this is a tool, inbuilt tool in Power BI. Why I'm saying inbuilt? Because from the Power BI application itself, I have landed to Power Query Editor. It is not a separate software. It is a part of Power BI software only, right? And here we can do all the data cleaning, all the transformations. And this is a step we do before we analyze the data. So whenever you are learning Power BI, you learn Power Query Editor first. So clean the data, transform the data, then you move to visualization and analysis part in Power BI. So again, what is Power Query Editor? Like for example, I am making some change here. What kind of change? Like from this order date, I want to extract the year into a separate column, only the year. So I clicked on order date. I'm saying add column because I want to add another column. I went to date and I'm saying year. So what happened? A new column has been added in the data with only the year, right? So what we did, we extracted the data from Excel into Power BI. So that was the E. What is T? Transformation. So this is the kind of transformation we have done where we have bifurcated the year into a separate column and our order date is intact. We have not disturbed that information, right? That is T. When we go to home and click on apply, close and apply, the new column is getting, or the changes are getting loaded in the front end. Now you will notice here one column being added, the new column we have added year here. So this is the L of ETL. So this is the entire process ETL. So this is the ETL of Power BI, right? And this year column, if you go to this table view, you can see here also, this has been added. So this is the Power Query. So in one line, you can say Power Query Editor is the ETL of Power BI, which is an inbuilt tool, which is used to clean and transform the data. This is the exact answer in 2 lines. Okay. What is the next question? So next question is, what do we understand by Power BI services? A lot of people know Power BI Cloud, but they are not aware that we call Power BI Cloud with this name also. So Power BI Cloud or Power BI services is the same thing, same server or same concepts, where we are publishing our reports, creating the dashboards, and sharing further with our stakeholders. Question number 10, and the last question is, what are the different type of filters we have in Power BI report? Interesting question, right? I'm going to Power BI again, and if you can see this filter pane, I'm opening this. You can see there are 3 levels of filters. Filters on this visual, filters on this page, and filters on all the pages. 3 sections. What is the meaning? Like if I am clicking on the screen, then filters on this visual has gone. Why? Because I have not selected any visual, right? So that option is not coming. If I'm selecting this visual, then this option is coming. So whatever filter I'm going to put here, that will be applicable only on the selected visual. If I'm adding a filter here in this section, filters on this page, that will be applicable on all the visuals of this current page, right? If we have 5 visuals on this page, that filter will get applied on all the 5 visuals. And the last section is filters on all the pages. So whatever filter you are going to add here, it is going to be applicable for all the visuals of all the pages. So the answer to this question would be, we have 3 levels of filters in Power BI: visual level filter, page level filter, and report level filter. Why I'm calling it a report? Because whenever we are talking about all the pages, it is a report only, right? So again, visual level, page level, and report level. So these are the other 5 questions I have answered. I hope this was helpful. If you have something specific in mind, you want to know, like you have faced some interview, you got some question and you could not answer, you can drop your questions in the comment. We will come up with a video to answer those questions. And if you want to share this video with anyone with whom you think it would be helpful, please do that. If you liked this video, kindly subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more videos on interview preparations. Thank you.